mother was born and her mother before her, I was troubled to see her diminished frame in her bed. I could see her bones through the frail, wrinkled skin that lay limply across them. I could see the bones, but still she moaned to the goddess plaintively, "I have no bones. I have no bones." Now that I am old like her, I understand the moaning of her last hours. Yes, Mama, you had no bones, and I did not understand you. I did not understand. She complained of cold during the hot days and of heat in the coolness of night. I rubbed the cloth dipped in river water over her flaccid skin, slowly, slowly, in circular motions, to warm her, to cool her. She sighed as I did this, sighed for the temporary relief, without a sense of hope, as a soldier of war would after being shot, waiting in the trenches to be found by enemy or kin, hoping not to be found by an enemy. At night, I lay beside her and put my arms around her, 2 blankets covering us. She shivered in the night even when it was still hot. She died July 15th, the day that the devotees climbed the waterfalls in Sodo, seeking penance from Metdlo, seeking healing and renewal. "No bones," she said, her eyes wide open looking through me. "No bones." But in the end, all that remained was skin and bones. When she died, the wick of light in her eyes flickered, then disappeared, a lifetime of misery extinguished very slowly. Just a heap of bones. A month ago, the dictator's son died. I wonder who mourned his lifeless body, what the gods had to say, whether his passing meant that we would be delivered of whatever curse his father, the god of death, had set upon us. Thinking about it, I realized that he was a man like other men, a heap of bones like my mother. I thought about going to Sodo for a long time after Duz, to bury my mother's bones. I had never been, but had always wanted to go. I thought about the stories that my husband, Lou, told me about the place. He went there just before we met, on the feast day in July. He asked the gods to bring him to someone like me. Not someone, he corrected himself. You. A soulmate. You, he said emphatically. Lou was a voodooisant all his days, made altars, offerings, participated in the feast days. I watched him without saying anything. I was a Catholic and that was that. We never discussed our difference. Had he been here after what happened, he would have danced with the mourners. I would have watched him. Lou's memories were my own. That's why it didn't bother me that once we were married, everyone took to calling me Ma Lou, echoing my constant references to him in my speech. My Lou, I always said, as I still do, as if everything he told me were sacred and true. I wanted to believe that this was so. Everyone still calls me by his name, though Lou is long gone. After what happened, it seemed to me then that it would be best to believe in gods that had not harmed me. Lou's gods, my mother's gods. Being sent to Catholic school early on severed me from them, even if I was only to become a market woman. At least I could read, count, and pray the catechism. I thought this made me lucky, but in other ways it made me poor, like a pocket turned inside out, empty of coins. My Lou had told me about the mapu, cut down when the priest and a parish official stationed at Sodo were told that Ezuliwedo, goddess